So this tip is actually 2 tips in one. The first part of this is I'd like to recommend to you that you get a Prom magazine in your store. First of all, this is an old one that I had in my office. I haven't picked up the new ones for this year. But there are a number of these out there, and they're really nothing more than a catalog of all the different types of styles of dresses that are available. So there's a number of reasons that we suggest having this in the store. First, when the girl comes in, while they're waiting, often if you give them this and say, I'd like you to do 2 things for me. Can you show me the style of your dress, and can you show me the color of your dress? That makes it a lot easier for them saying it's coral, but it's really salmon. Or they're saying it's orange, but it's really a coral color. Or all the different things of blue, all the different possible shades of blue. So if they're able to go through here and say, this is my dress style, and that's my color, then that helps you to narrow a lot of things down. Some of these are just informational, and they just show the dresses. However, there are some of these that are priced and say what the recommended, suggested retail selling price of those dresses are. So one of the things that we suggest is that you look at a little different pricing model. And with this pricing model, what we recommend to you is corsages start at 15% of the price of the dress. Now there's a number of you who are shaking your heads and going, he's crazy. But we've shared this tip for many years, and a lot of places it's really worked. And here's the reason why. If someone has bought one of these Disney originals that run about $1,200, $1,300, 2 things you know. One is they're looking for something very unique, something very creative, something that's over the top, different than everybody else. The other is, based off of the amount of money that they've spent on the dress, that can be a great indicator what their access to funds are. So I've visited with girls over the years, and one of the most common things is I've had the girls who are wealthy tell us that they get frustrated when they go into the neighborhood flower shop because they don't have anything available to them that is to the same extreme of all the rest of the things that they're spending. These are the few couples that are still doing limousines. These are the ones that have the expensive tuxedos. They also want to have fancy, unique, over-the-top, fancy corsages and other floral pieces. So if you're able to look at the price of the dress, or go shopping even into the stores and get a general ballpark for the price of the dresses, and even just say to them, typically corsages start at 15% of the price of the dress. Most of the time they will follow you and agree with that. And quite honestly, it's a similar take to what the diamond industry does, where the diamond industry says that a engagement ring should be 3 years of the gentleman's salary. I'm sorry, 3 months of the gentleman's salary, not 3 years. Regardless of what they make. If they make a little, 3 months is still a big deal to them. If they have a nice high income, then that's going to be a much bigger piece. But it's a rule that works very well in the diamond industry and the wedding portion of it. It's something that we've shared with Flourish for years, and it's had a lot of great success. So the Prom magazine will allow you to know where to be able to start that. Find the style of the dress, find the color of the dress, and it can also help you to know where to begin the pricing. Remember, the more expensive the dress, the more unique, the more creative, the more floral, the more unique floral they're going to want included in there. And those are more expensive components, which help you build a more expensive corsage.